Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? This is Big Corleone, host of This My Her podcast, coming to you live from how we do it here, wherever the fuck you want to be live from. It's all good. I'm gonna bring in my lovely co-host, TG Love. Let's bring her in right now. TG Love,
What's up?
how are you?
Chilling.
You chilling? You good?
Yeah, I had a cat behind me before.
Yeah, I saw it offline. I saw the cat just fucking with you. How was your week?
It's hump day, but it feels like it's been over a week already. So I want Friday to be here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. So just to let everybody know, um, this week's primary topic is finding love after 40. Is it a lost cause or a new beginning? For some, for most, whatever the case may be, however it is you want to look at it. And I mean, what happens after 40? You know what I mean? What are the changes that people go through at that point in their lives? What do you think?
There's a lot. Um, I mean, but it really depends on the person because we all go through phases in our life at different ages.
Right.
Like 20s is definitely different, very different than the 30s. 30s were different than the 40s. And like our bodies are changing, uh, the world around us is changing. So it's like all those things come into play with all of that. And also the big thing I think is if you're in your 40s and you still haven't like gone through some type of therapy for your trauma or your like issues or whatever, like if you're not working on that, then you know, that's going to make it hard to be in a relationship or like find love if you're not being real with yourself.
Right. So that brings me to the first thing here. So actually knowing who you are is important. That's pretty much
100%.
that's the gist of it.
Hmm.
Because in your 20s, love is often about finding yourself through someone else, right?
Yeah,
Um by your 40s, you've already done the work. You know your values, your boundaries, and what kind of energy you want and what you won't tolerate.
you
You know what
should
I'm saying?
anyway.
Right. You at least that you should at least do that. Um, so I think the bottom line of that is you're not chasing completion. You're looking more for a connection. Because I think if you're looking to complete yourself, you're already fucking your shit up. Because I think personally, you should be looking to build connections, not finding someone to complete you. You should already be not complete, but you should already be at a point in your life where experience and knowledge of self is vital. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I
what do you
think
think?
like you just said the whole like complete me. I think how I understanding feeling like someone would complete me is like they're the missing puzzle piece
Uh huh.
to the life that I want. So, like, I don't think it has to be necessarily like they're going to take over parts of your life or weaknesses of yours or something. Like, it's more about like, and this is different. Like, it's different for everybody, right? What are you looking for? Are you looking for something because you're lonely? Are you looking for something because you want a partnership, because you want a family, because you want a partner in crime, or you want a travel buddy. Like it all falls in line. I feel like I can't read any comments, so
Wait, hold on. I'll put it up on the screen. Hold on. There.
I'm good. Like a vieja coming up to the screen. Learning self love and self worth was definitely a big step in my 40s. Yeah, it's unfortunate for a lot of people to take to your 40s. I don't feel like it should take to your 40s to recognize what you're worth. But if we're talking about us Gen Xers, I feel like, yes, unfortunately for a lot of us, it took this long because for a lot of us, only recently learned what trauma is and that we have been through it or have dealt with things that were not okay in the past. Um, and just realizing that how that affects you as a person, how that affects the way you do things, how you trust people, if you're loyal. Like these are, I think, all things that stem from your past.
Right.
Uh, and I feel like people should, and we've talked about this a million times, like communicate those things. What are your expectations? Like I don't think it's wrong to state your expectations. Maybe your expectations are crazy, who knows? But if that person is just like, yeah, no, I can't do that, I would rather know that because I would ideally want someone who could do those things,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I think what I completely understand what you're saying. I think also at that age, at our age, I can't say at our age, I don't want to age you, but
Oh
I'll
well,
age me. I don't give a shit.
I think we're in the same, like, when it's like 45 to 54, like we're in that bracket now, unfortunately. We're hitting that bracket.
Yeah.
The
So
pre AARP subscription age. Like we're right around there.
yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah.
It is.
And then I think it's a lot. Um, you want less drama and more peace in your life. At this stage,
I mean, there are
you don't.
people who love drama, so I don't, like, some people all they have is drama in their lives, and that's a
Yeah,
problem. But
at this
yes,
stage,
it should be less drama, like as we say, being grown folk. But
yeah,
like for real, like I think yes, in your 40s, by that time you should know like what the hell you want.
yeah,
What's she
because
saying? I'm in that what? The bracket?
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So
most Gen Xers are in that bracket, unfortunately. That's where we
and
are.
also a lot of the shit too is that you don't have the time and the energy for games,
Right.
ghosting bullshit, confusion. You want to know exactly where you are and where you want to be at this point. Because a lot of people seem to think that you need to have it all figured out at this age,
No, 100% not true. Like,
and I agree, it's not true. Um, you know, you want to trade chaos for clarity. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, if you want to trade chaos for clarity, I think that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Because wanting clarity in your life and wanting to know where you're headed at that point in time of your life is very important.
no.
You know what I mean? Because it's not knowing. At least not. How am I gonna say it? Not knowing where you're headed at this point is not really good because
In what way? Relationship wise or
relationship wise,
okay, because like
because
life wise, I feel like career wise and other things like that. That's ever changing and can be because of
right,
where we live.
right,
So we can have the opportunity to continually like try to do different things career wise or feel like, okay, this is not what I want to be doing. And then there are people I've seen that like finish their like bachelor's or something in their 80s. Like there's like it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Right.
But going into relationships when you're at this age, I agree. Like you kind of should know and be in a place where you can be distinct in what you're asking for. Life
Right.
wise, sometimes you have no control. Life throws so many curveballs. It does, and like I keep seeing like this meme, and it's not getting political or anything like that, but like SNAP benefits and all this stuff going around with it. You know, nobody like wants to be on these benefits. Like it's not enough. Like if you have a like things happen to people sometimes. Shit happens, and if we're gonna be real, like people aren't getting paid enough
Right.
because there are a lot of people working who qualify for food stamps, and that says something.
Yeah.
Like so, like I just these things frustrate me, but like life changes so quickly sometimes.
Right.
You can get into an accident, like an auto accident, and your life could change completely
Right.
for all you know. Like you could get hurt and something falls on you or you fall or you know what I'm saying? Like or like just so many things can happen. So like we shouldn't judge people like when they're down on their luck or struggling because no, not everyone can have it together 100% all the fucking time. Like,
Right.
not all of us were born into wealth and have mommy and daddy to come and bail us out every single time. A lot of people don't have that.
Right. And like you said it earlier, like, the emotional baggage thing. I think for both men and women, we carry scars, I'm saying, divorce, long-term breakups, heartbreak, betrayal, um, and all that all together, the history of all that shit, really shapes how you love and how you trust. You know what I mean? I think also for men, we often struggle to express our emotional wounds, things that have hurt us. We're masking pain behind smiles and all this other shit,
Hmm.
and I really can't speak much for women, but I think for some women, they tend to be more aware of their emotional triggers. You know what I mean? And I think it carries on and shows itself and in wanting to love but not trusting that love because of all the heartache and the hurt that they've suffered and endured throughout their lives. So I think the challenge is learning to unpack the baggage but not unload the baggage. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Being open about your past but not letting it define your future and who you are. So
right.
that's a big thing.
Yeah. And to hit on how you said, okay, so like for men, this a lot of men tend to shut down and keep to themselves and not say anything and just be in their heads. And that is more of a cultural and societal thing that
Hmm.
men are taught to do that. Not to open up to someone, not to go to someone for help because you're not going to burden someone with your problems. You're not going to burden someone with your sadness or whatever. And that's the mentality. This is what we're taught, and women too, like to an extent. But women just tend to be more vocal and emotional creatures, and like a lot of times that was then determined as crazy or like she's too much. No, she isn't. She's just fucking able to put it out there of
Right.
what she wants and needs in her life And like, yeah, that could be scary sometimes, but like that's the whole thing. You guys hold on to shit that's scary too. And if you don't talk it out with someone and you don't open up, then you're hiding and it's like you're lying in a way because you're not being real with me about what's going on. And if
Right.
we're in a relationship and we're like best friends and you can't come talk to me, I'm going to take that personally because
Right.
I'm trying to understand why you wouldn't be able to come talk to me. Because the worst place we could be is in our own head.
Right.
That's not who we shouldn't be. We're creatures that overthink. We're creatures who tend to like read into things or take things personally, whatever. Like we've had it before when we get those questions about those relationships and it's a lot one-sided or so men need to open up. They need to tell us what's going on. We are our worst enemies. We say that the nastiest, ugliest things to ourselves, the things that we say to ourselves, we would never say to our children. We would never say that to our best friend. We would never say that to someone we love. We wouldn't. And the fact
Right.
that we say these things, and that's why, like, a lot of the work is unlearning the way we cope because a lot of us don't cope in healthy ways. Like, and that's all part of that cycle that people get stuck in. And, you either want to stop the cycle and do better or you want to continue. And that kind of feeds into that whole shit of what we're saying in your 40s and being grown. Like, if you are going to continue in the bullshit, then you ain't ready to
Right.
be with somebody. And then you shouldn't be seeking for that because you need to make yourself better, yourself more whole.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct. And
Oh, I
the
know.
thing, we all know, right? So I feel like, damn, talking about, you know, um, baggage. It's wild because um, nobody's a blank slate. We know that.
No, right.
You know what I mean? You're not meeting new love. You're meeting someone's. If Trish was here, she would have laughed at this one. But you're meeting someone's seasoned history.
Oh, yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that. Mhm.
And
We're seasoned.
their ex spouses, their ex, you know, anything that has to do with an ex, you're dealing with that. You're dealing with, especially if you have someone who you're dealing with someone who has kids, co-parenting, um, their therapy journeys, you know, maybe joint legal custody of a dog or some shit.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like there's always something that
yeah.
you're dealing with. So I think you're not really dating a person, you're dating a lifetime of experiences. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
and our perspective comes from our experiences. So that's what we're bringing into the table. Yes, I am a big overthinker also. I mean, we're probably past all the comments like at this point of our conversation, so I have no idea like what people were saying, but it's fine. Uh, but
well, check
yeah,
this one out.
all
We
right.
go ahead.
When we as women ask a man what's wrong and they say nothing, we already know it's something. And by not telling us what it is, usually we usually overthink it is so much we start to believe it's us. Yes and no, because sometimes when a man says nothing, he really means it's nothing. And sometimes that's just like a way to decompress for the day. Like, I know, and most people deal with work and bullshit or whatever. And then when you come home, you're decompressing from that day. You're decompressing from all the bullshit, the stress, or whatever you had to deal with in that day, and now walk in the home door and leave that shit behind so that you can be present. And sometimes some people can't be present, but
Right.
it's hard. You can't just assume that when somebody says like, we know when a woman says nothing, it's definitely something. But a man, if he says nothing, then I'm not sure. It really just all depends. But I
Yeah.
think instead of internalizing it and taking it personally, what one should do instead is, oh my god, my brain just blanked while I'm talking because I'm thirsty. I think. Hold on. Mm. Let him know that you're a support and safe space. That's when you just remind someone, like, listen, all right, if it's nothing, it's nothing. But if it isn't, I'm here if you want to talk about it. If you
Right.
need to talk shit, if you need to vent about work or whatever, you can do that, you know? But
Mm-hmm.
it's just that's how we should show support. It's just by reminding people, hey, I'm here. I meant that.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree.
I see
I
like what looks
completely.
like a paragraph of a comment.
Yeah, but you read that one already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, yeah. So back to what we were saying. I think also as far as the dating pool goes, it's smaller and more complicated at this point in life.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I
Mhm.
mean, by your 40s, many potential partners are taken or just not compatible with your long-term goals.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
think it's more of the not compatible because I think there's more women than men. I think it's 51% women, right? Yeah, on population wise. So there's more women
Where
than
you
men
getting
already.
where you getting your information?
What do you mean? That is
Yes,
the
that statistic.
that's what it is. I don't know. I didn't write it down from something.
You said 51%. You're pretty much you're like
Yeah,
51%.
because I read it somewhere that it said the population is 51% women.
Jeez, what's going on here? All right.
And remember there are less women having babies.
Well, men aren't having fucking
Well,
babies.
yeah, they are, but
All right,
in a
let's not go
different
to this
way.
one.
In a
Hold on.
different way.
Dubs is here. Hold on one second. What's up, Dubs?
What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
All right. All
What
right.
we talk
So
about?
the topic at hand is finding love over 40. Is it a lost cause or a new beginning? So TG was saying that there's 51% population of women, and yeah.
Oh, we were saying like uh, what the issues I guess are that's going on out there, right? So we were talking basically about baggage and how people have baggage and bringing it into relationships, what they're doing. So we kind of just like talked about the fact that like it really depends. Like if you're in your 40s, hopefully you are like have figured your shit out, but there are people who haven't. So, but to go into a relationship, basically, we're just saying like you got to have your shit together in
Yeah,
some
but
capacity.
the shit is too is that um some people out there are still healing.
Well, yeah, but there's a way to do that and still like communicate, right? Because
Right.
we also talked about how men like to shut down and not say anything, and how women tend to be more vocal and emotional creatures, and that's why they are tend to like be more upfront. And the difference between a man saying nothing and a woman saying nothing.
Right.
So,
Yeah, but yo, you know what? Yo, look. You know what the thing is though, right? Because I'll be the first one to say I kind of got that problem. Like, it's not that you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say something. Is that I want to figure it out first. So that's the reason why I shut down. and then I'll tell you, all right, yo, you know what, in a calm manner, I'm like, yeah, you know what, um, this is what it is, and this, that, and the third, right? However, like it's hard to swallow my pride and admit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I was feeling a certain type of way, right? It's hard to shut, you know what I'm saying? But I learned to do that. Like, all right, you know what? All right, listen, I feel this way, but then again, I was feeling like I was being selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like I would tell my partner that, hey, listen, I was being selfish because I felt this way. You know what I'm saying? And admitting that, all right, you know what? But at the same time, though, it's like, how can I say it? Like that's the reason
Just
why I
say it.
shut down. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's the reason why I shut down for a minute because like I don't want to like say something right then and there and then come out looking like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So like I gotta like, you know what I'm saying,
Yes,
go through the motions and be like, all right, yo, you know what? Um, I felt this type of way, but I can admit to you because I admitted to myself that I was being selfish on why. That's the reason why I was quiet. And now I'm gonna tell you, you know. So, stuff like that.
but there's a difference
Like
between processing, like keeping to yourself and processing things, and shutting down and not being vocal about certain things. And we were just talking about how you are your own worst critic. So you talking to yourself through things is not the best idea because we tend to say horrible things to ourselves or put
oh,
ourselves down
absolutely.
more. And so that's why we said that um, it is better to be vocal. And maybe if you're not ready, that's okay not to be ready, but hopefully your partner is supportive and lets you know that they're there for you when you need them.
Nah, yo, but you know what? Even that's kind of hard to find nowadays. Like some of us get lucky, some of us don't.
Yeah.
But
Like
this is all but this is the process that people should be going through when entering a relationship. Because
hey, look,
why am I going to be with somebody who, when shit gets tough and I'm
They're gonna run.
struggling,
Right.
you're not going to be there or what? Like this is why it's important to be upfront about things about yourself if you're going to go into something serious with somebody. Like it's
hey,
important to know these things.
no, absolutely, I agree 100%. But like at the same time, though, it's like, look, you know what? I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak on me.
Right.
You know, like you know what? Like back then, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, and Corleone can tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like I had girls after girls after girls, but at the same time, though, and the only reason why I did that because now, you know what I'm saying, hindsight is 2020, is I was afraid to be alone. So like if one thing was failing, I had a backup plan. Afraid to be alone, right? And when I decided that, you know what I'm saying, like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be alone. Yeah, I was scared about it, but then the problem is I started liking it too much, you know, and then like you know what I'm saying, I started realizing, you know what, you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking at myself in the mirror, like, you know what, you're the problem. You know, nobody, you know what I'm saying, like yeah, you know what, yeah, this, that, and the third, but you are who you attract. Energy. You know what I'm saying? The energy you put out there is what you're going to attract.
Right.
So like you know what I'm saying, I took a sabbatical, like relationship wise, and then like all the pieces fell on my lap,
You know
without
what's funny?
noticing.
You know what's funny now that I'm thinking about it? This topic fits Dubs pretty good because he's over 40. He's
Damn, hey, yo,
he
yo, you,
has
you ain't my age.
He
I feel
is.
old
He
as
said,
it.
you're over 40.
you're
That's
over 40
fine.
and your life is what's going on with you and everything that's happened is like a new beginning for you because
No, it is like
you have all these circumstances that have been positives for you over 40. You know what I mean? Like you're in a good place.
you you know what, here's the thing though, right? Like see, I was gonna say something joking around, but no, I ain't gonna do all that. Mess up the mood and stuff. See, here's the thing though, right? Like
Mm.
when like after my last relationship, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like I'm just gonna be alone. So I fell back. started being alone. At first, like, I was scared about it because it's like, oh, I'm, what I'm saying, like, I want what other people wanted, right? Like, but at the same time, though, I was looking for someone else to validate me.
Hmm.
Mm,
Like, what? It's bad when you would do more for the person you with than you would do for yourself. And most women see that, and I never noticed that, but most women see that. That, oh, yo, he don't even love himself, so how could he love me?
right.
You know.
I think.
So
Go ahead. Finish
so
up.
so so like, what? Like I said, what? I had to like hold myself to the mirror and talk to myself and admit that, yo, you know what? You're the problem. You know what I'm saying? A, you don't love yourself enough. These women see that. B, you toxic as hell. You know. C, like you gaslight so much that like you could start a forest fire, right? Like everything that everything that these red pill dudes are, yeah, that was kind of me. Like I had like like, and I had to accept that responsibility. Like, yo, you know what? You keep, instead of shooting yourself in the foot, you shooting yourself in the mouth. I had to, like, what I'm saying, take that responsibility. And when I did, right, I started, like, what I'm saying, owning up to my, what I'm saying, my flaws, because I kept on running away from it. Everything about it. Like,
And
and then, like, everything just, it just, what I'm saying, like, everything just, like, it's just weird how everything just happened, but it happened.
and you want to know what's crazy about what's happening is that at this age also, I think chemistry hits differently. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You've lived, you've learned, you've loved, right? So
Absolutely.
intimacy is deeper. Your confidence should be stronger, and connections are more
You
intentional.
become, you become more knowledgeable, right? You know what I'm saying?
It,
Because,
but
like,
but but hold up. I also think that it's more about it's not about performance or perfection, right? It's more about presence, being there, being, you know, self-aware. You know what I mean?
absolutely. And not only self-aware, it's more about, what I'm saying, like, what I'm saying, like, yo, you know what, yeah, what I'm saying, like, the experiences that you had that you don't want, what I'm saying, you try to, like, what I'm saying, like, for instance, right, I still have a bad temper. What I'm saying, I still have a, what I'm saying, I still have a very slick mouth. It's knowing when to say when. Like, I'm not epileptic, but yo, I bite my tongue now. Like, I have to bite, what I'm saying, because like, yo, you know what, I'm aware that my, what I'm saying, especially my words, and the way I put it out there, my words could, what I'm saying, could kill a soul, you know? So I'm aware of that. So, like, like, it's a lot of, like, what I'm saying, it's a lot of, like, pulling yourself back. What I'm saying? It's a lot of it's a lot of, like, what I'm saying, like, opening your ears up more
It's
and listening
less
and paying attention.
it's less reacting
Yep, less
and
reaction and more, what I'm saying, and
like
more
thought.
auditory. And more auditory and more, like, like, all right, you know what? This, that, and the third, like, cause, yo, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm in a good place, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, yo,
good.
I'm financially, I may be broke, but I'm rich. No, I'm
Right.
serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because,
I
yo,
get it. I get it.
I'm saying,
I
like,
think we're all broke, but uh,
like,
uh,
yo, look, you know what? Like, in the wallet, I may not, you know what I'm saying? I may be broke, you know what I'm saying? But when I go to, yo, when I go to my house, you know what I'm saying? As small as it is, that's my castle. That's my kingdom. That's my safe haven. Like, you know, what's something when you could be bored with somebody and you love it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that I like being bored at home, with my partner and a toddler running around terrorizing a cat and dog. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Like it's something that, like I didn't ask for, but I'm grateful for it. Because God gave me another chance to, be a father again. You know,
Right.
God felt like, eh, you're gonna calm down one way or another. Oh, here, by the way, here, here's your third chance. Don't mess this one up.
Yeah, I
You know,
think I think
so
go ahead, man, my bad.
You
no,
say
no,
God
no,
and say
no,
your,
nah,
whatever.
and yo, you know what? And I'm thankful for it. Yeah, you know what? I may come on here joke around, but that's all I do is joke around. Like, half the things I say I don't even mean. Half the things I say is the old me. Like the old me comes
Right.
out every now and
Right. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
like, yo, you know what? It's like, what I'm saying? Like when I come on here, it's like, it's like a warmonger preaching war. Then when he gets off the podium, he's like, all right, peace. Love you guys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the
So
opposite.
how do,
Like yo, what's up?
what do you think like I think a lot of people at this point also, they've built careers, they've built, they've raised families, they've handled heartbreak. Um they survive. I mean, look at the three of us. We've survived a lot of the plot twists that were thrown at us
Oh,
throughout
definitely.
life. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the resilience is more emotionally grounding and makes us empathetic towards a lot of different things. Um, I think the biggest thing is being grounded.
You actually, yes, that's true. You know what I'm saying? One thing's for sure, two things for certain. The second thing is like getting, you know what I'm saying, like getting to really know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Know who you are today, not who you was like 20 years ago.
Right.
You know, because because you know what the problem is? A lot of people our age still carry that. You know what I'm saying? I was like this 20 years ago. Fam, it's not 20 years ago no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
When you
because you're
do
not
that, when you do that, you stay suspended in time. You're like in a time
right
loop.
because you're not building a life at 40, 45, 50 years old from scratch. You're building from experience,
Right.
No, absolutely.
you know?
Like another thing too, you know, and it's like and I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people could relate a lot. You know that we were simultaneous. Like you know what me back then I was simultaneously chasing something and also running away from something at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's like um I was running away from who, you know what I'm saying, from my flaws and chasing validation from another person, because like I wanted that person to lie to me,
Lie to you about what?
who I was not and who I was, like the flaws, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I
Like
mean,
like but yet, I was never giving myself no type of validation whatsoever, you know? So like women see that, they feel that, like, yo, listen, if you don't love yourself, they know, you know? So
So it
when
comes
you
off as
so
insecurity and
so
other things.
exactly. So like when you're there talking about, yo, I love you more than I love myself. I'll do anything for you, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Yo, they know, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, how you love me more than you love yourself? That's a red flag. That's a huge red flag.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see
You
that.
know,
Because
I
because
didn't
I
under,
think I think
I didn't understand that back then, but then it makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, if you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else?
yeah,
Right.
well,
You know what I'm saying?
because
That's the
at
thing.
this point in your life, love should hit you love should hit you harder, you know what I'm saying, at this point in,
Because
in,
you
in
have a
your life.
because you know what, you have an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, you know what? You have a 60% more understanding than what you did, you know what I'm saying, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna you know what you're
Now,
gonna
now, what do
tolerate.
you?
You're not
All
gonna
right, go
tolerate.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. So,
You
what do you
you
think?
you what's up?
You think love? I personally think love nowadays should be built more on um
Sex.
purpose. No, it should be built more on purpose than it is pressure. You know what I
Nah, you
mean?
know what? You know what? First off, they
You
have to be understanding.
there should be purpose behind your love. Not
Oh,
you
absolutely.
shouldn't be putting pressure on people
And they
to love
also,
you and
they're
feel
also
for
they're.
you. But hold up. But
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
if you build a foundation of purpose, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to date with purpose. You want to fall in love with purpose. You want to build this kingdom with purpose. You don't want anything pressured or anyone pressured into building this with you. You want that person to be able to look at you and say our goals and our wants coincide. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
They're also
You don't want to go bump heads with a 20 something year old and think that that kid has the same thoughts, experiences, wants, and is looking to build that type of foundation with you. That's not what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're
they
not on the
can't.
same level. No,
they're
they
also
can't. They absolutely can't.
another thing too. There also has to be like an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be a huge understanding. You know, example, when my girl's going through it. You know what I'm saying? I understand. So I'm the one that you know what I'm saying. I'm the one that like, yo, you know what? Let me know, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you feel like talking, and then she'll vent. You know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10 times it's about her job, right? But she'll vent. I understand. Like I become an heir. Like yo, you know what? If you're not, if your girl ain't your best friend, then there's a problem.
I got a question for you, Dubs.
Hmm.
So
A very good question for you.
maybe I can give you a very good answer.
All right. Do you feel now
No,
you might not you
not
might
just
all right, yeah.
playing. Just playing. Go
Do
ahead. Go ahead.
you
Though. Go
do
ahead.
you did you ever feel like you were um pressured into this life once you started to feel like you were independent from everything, you were living the life you wanted to live, and then all of this happened to you all at one time? Do you feel like you were pressured into giving up your independence and living
Yo, I
this
ain't gonna
life, or
lie.
do you?
Yes, at first I did, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because I was scared. You know what I'm saying? Not that she was gonna do me dirty. I was scared I was gonna do her dirty. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
I got scared because you know what? Like, I was scared that, you know what I'm saying, like everything was gonna play out again because yo, you know what? This time around, knowing that, like beforehand, I used to like, you know what I'm saying, cast blame on others, you know what I'm saying? And not really take, you know what I'm saying, like I'll take part of the blame and not really full blame or whatever, you know, and then like, like my boys will, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, yo, you know what I'm saying, like they'll validate how I feel, knowing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, you know what, I love my boys and all, but knowing that, yo, you know what, you're the problem too. You know what I'm saying? You have a bigger
who's the
hand in it than
problem? You the problem,
no,
motherfucker. I ain't shit.
no. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, me. You know what I'm saying? Like pointing out the mirror, knowing that
Oh,
like I
oh,
have
I was
a
gonna
bigger
say because
hand.
I never do that shit to
Well,
you.
no,
I'm no
not.
yes man.
No, of course not. You know what I'm saying? Like like knowing that I had a bigger hand. I had a bigger hand in that problem,
Right.
you know? So like it wasn't pressure, it was more fear. But like, you know what I'm saying? I was, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, oh nah, you know what I'm saying? Things about to change, blah 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 blah. But I was scared. You know what I'm saying? Not because of her, but because of me, right? So I had to work, you know what I'm saying? I had to work around that. And I told her that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was very open about it, you know. Oh, this time, yeah, we're gonna play it how it goes. Because you know what I'm saying? Like when I say play it how it goes, it's like, yo, you know what? I need, you know what I'm saying? I need some time because like, yo, you know what? Like my heart's involved and I don't know how to say that and I don't know how to react because I'm scared I'm gonna get hurt. You see what I'm saying? Like my heart
Yeah.
was there, but I just didn't know how to say it. Because I was scared I was gonna get hurt. You know,
Right.
so like there was nights I'll be at the piers and what I'm saying by myself, right, listening to music. I'm like, what did I get myself into? You know,
Yeah.
but then
So, but
like
it's key. It's really key to be, upfront early. You know what I'm saying? What's going on over there?
He's trying to use me as a device to get somewhere else, and he like digged his claws into my back.
who the cat?
Yeah,
yo,
I
yo,
don't
you
know
know what?
what he's trying to do. Look at him; he's so weird right now.
Yeah. I think being upfront about what you're looking for and what you want early, no games, just straight honesty and clarity. Because if you keep everything, flowing, keep it honest, keep it
See, now
straight.
here's the thing though.
What?
Here's the thing though. Like 9 out of 10 times, right? You know, it always starts with a hangout. You know, and then at least other things, right? And then the question is there is like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, what I'm saying, let's play how it goes. Let's like what, like let's not even ask because let's keep going with it, right? And you come to find out that yo, you know what, yo, you know what I'm saying, you're catching, what I'm saying, a little attachment here, right? But at the same time, you don't want to admit that because what I'm saying, like you don't want to be the first one to say it. So it's always gonna be that, yeah, we're gonna play it how it goes, we're gonna play it how it goes. And next thing you know it, next thing you know it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're looking for an autograph?
nah, I'm in
Oh,
my
look at
car.
the pussy! Look at the pussy! Look at the pussy!
Oh,
yo, 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 that remind me of that movie, Fear of a Black Hat, where they got it's like a parody movie,
oh, I've
right?
never seen that.
Well, like it was like back in the '90s, a parody movie, like what I'm saying,
Oh,
about NWA, like niggas with hats, NWH, right? So like they all
stupid.
broke off. They all broke off, and like the main dude became CNC Music Factory, right? Instead of like what I'm saying, and like it has some Asian chicks singing "Come and pet the pussy." You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to break down the meaning. He's like pussy means positive under. You know what I'm saying? Like an acronym, right? He's like, yeah, so like we gotta pet the pussy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this movie's wild, bro.
Oh, thank you. He's not
Um,
technically
I
my
think
cat, but
I think what I wanted to say was there's also a big fear within men. I think with women too about vulnerability. You know what I
It's
mean?
more,
Like
oh,
being
vulnerability is
vulnerable.
scary as
yo, you know
shit.
what?
Like,
You know what? In all realness, I think that what I'm saying, like it's bigger with men because yo, you know what? With women, they know how to deal.
Oh, she's
Yeah, the other
saying,
hand, you know what I'm saying? Like it's what I'm saying, like it's kind of it's kind of hard to deal with emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because like we don't know how to express it. You know, women know how to express their emotions. You know what I'm saying? And they do it very well. Us men, like we have like what you call it? We the way I look at it is like this, right? Whenever us men get hurt, you know what I'm saying, it's not only the heart that breaks, it's the pride and ego that goes with it because they're all aligned with each other.
right.
You know, women know how to separate pride, ego, and heart. We don't because what I'm saying, everything's all aligned. So so when they break up, what I'm saying, they cry that first week, and we're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. During that month they're recovering, what I'm saying, we out here, what I'm saying, trying to put on a front like we don't miss her. 3 months later, what I'm saying, like she's doing her, and we're here
Yeah.
crying.
So
Talking about, I want you back. Yeah, hold on a minute, bro.
that's it's like what?
all right.
It all
So
depends, but
so I got a question for you, TG. Do
mm,
you think women overanalyze small red flags to protect themselves before the connection even happens?
some do and some don't.
Hmm.
It really depends on the person. Like some people uh can overlook red flags because something maybe fulfilling that need or whatever that they have. Um, and then there's, I'm sorry, I'm watching the cat since I have something over there and I'm hoping he's not trying to take my bag and eat my Chick-fil-A.
The cat. Yo,
What?
yo,
What were you saying?
I'm pretty, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure,
you were saying?
I'm pretty sure,
Are we?
I'm pretty sure your cat sounds like this, right? Meow, meow. I say,
I did.
meow. Yo, yo, dead ass.
He sounds like a baby.
I imagine cats doing that. You know what I'm saying
What
that meow, meow. I say, meow.
So hold on. So
Yeah, so red flag. So basically, yes, there are some women who will overlook them. It could be just being naive. It could be just being too trusting. Or, like I said, a need is being fulfilled, so things are being overlooked. Uh, and then there are women who, and I see it because I'm in the groups for women about like letting other women, if they're dating and stuff like that, like to protect women. But I do see women, being like, this is what's going on, or these red flags. For some of them, it's like, I can't believe you're even asking. Like, yes, that's a red flag. But with others, it's different.
so
And some people could be like too extra too. Like, but the reality is, and what I'm seeing a lot of, is that people just aren't being honest. Like, even in
right.
our 40s, there are people out there men who still want to be fuckboys, but yet lie and say they want something, but they
See,
don't. So
see, there's
that
a
does,
term for dudes like that. It's
what's
called
that?
dudes. It's called like, you know what I'm saying, entering their second childhood. You know
Well, that's
that
ridiculous.
that you know what? It's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, you know
It
what?
is.
Like
But look,
that.
I'm not against someone just like not ready for a relationship. I prefer that you're not ready for something committed, that you're not looking for something like that. That's fine. But come don't be saying that to get like women in so that they will be interested, and then you on the other hand don't really have it together to really give into the relationship and do something.
That's
So
why a lot. That's why a lot
You
of people,
you know
men,
what?
and hold up. That's why a
Go ahead,
lot
go ahead,
of
go ahead.
that's why a lot of men and women don't want to even, how do you say,
Deal with each other,
let
probably.
their
That's the
guard
word.
down. They don't want to let their guard
yeah,
down.
like
be-
vulnerability comes with trust.
right.
Like, you're not going to
You,
be allowed, women or a man are not going to be allow themselves to be vulnerable with anybody if they don't trust that person. There has to be a level of trust to let your guard down like that. And like, sometimes we make a mistake. We let our guard down with the wrong people.
Right.
But like, unless you don't, if you don't do that, you won't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you do have to take a chance. But since we're talking about dating in our 40s, like, it's a little frustrating that it's
Yeah.
this
you,
difficult in your 40s. Like,
you know what? I was listening to the dating pool that you were describing, right? And I kind of want to add on to it real quick, right?
What do you mean? What?
So,
Well, the dating pool? Yeah.
yeah. So like the dating pool, you know what I'm saying, for people our age, we're gonna get disgruntled, you know what I'm saying, ex spouses, right? Who've been cheated on. It's either that or those that those that went that are in their second childhood. You know, those that you know what I'm saying that still you know what I'm saying like narcissists still think they got it. Like they're in you know what I'm saying they're in the freaking lounge with their 30-year-old daughter, right?
right.
You know, like yo, you know what? You're a grandma, but you're in the lounge with the 30-year-old daughter, right?
Jesus.
Still, you know what I'm saying, still trying to be a cougar and whatever when the milk's gone bad, ovaries ain't working. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The expiration
Like
date had
like
passed.
yeah,
Expiration
you know
date
what I'm
has
saying?
passed. Yeah,
the
but
milk's gone
these are the
bad. You know what
people
I'm saying? Like
that aren't growing. These are the people we're talking about though too that you have to be wary of. But
it, it's
my
not
thing
that. You know what
is,
I'm saying?
it seems like there's too many. Like it's just, and I think I get it though for some people because it's like you want to live your life. Like for everyone, like marriage and relationships are viewed on differently now than they were back in the day. So
Right.
the expectation was your life was fulfilled and good if you got married and had children. Like that was what was pushed on us generation after generation. It was like you're supposed to have kids. You're supposed to find the one, get married, and have kids,
See,
have a house.
most marriages end because like the person ain't marry that person. They marry their representative and the thought of what the person can be.
A lot of people did because
You
there
Yeah.
was
know,
that
so
expectation that was set on people. Like
no, absolutely.
this is the bigger issue. But the people that get out, I applaud them. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with having another chance. Everyone deserves second chances.
Or
But you
thirds.
just have to be or thirds, fourth, fifth. It doesn't matter. Point is like just
At
don't
this
get
point,
involved with someone unless you're on the same page. Like
right? Because I think at this point, you should be done playing fucking games. But with that being said, it also means less compromise. I feel that's my opinion. Um,
See,
you have to wait.
see,
You have to know what the deal breakers are. You have to know what
yep,
the boundaries are, and
yep,
you have to also know what you won't tolerate.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, all those
So
are the deal breakers. Of, yeah, that
right,
things you
but
know for sure.
the shit is too is that dating at this age can feel like less of a less discovery and more like dealing with two Jewish lawyers battling over how much you're gonna get at the end of your case. You know what I mean? Like just battling each other. What?
Couldn't it just be two
wow.
lawyers? Why did it have to be two Jewish lawyers? Like, damn.
Because
Now,
Yeah,
yo,
what
right, right.
stereotype are
because
you
yo,
saying?
no, nah. Hold up
Only
now. You know what I'm saying?
only the
Yo,
Jew
yo,
lawyers are the good lawyers.
yo,
They get you the money.
yo. Hey, or they'll get you out of jail. Now, hold up now. You know what I'm saying? They know, yo. You know
Okay,
what?
I mean,
They
show me the
they know
statistics.
they know how to. Hey, I'm one right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm one. You know,
So much is
like
true.
you know what couple you know what 2 decades ago, you know what I'm saying? I caught like a real serious charge, and this dude got me off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
This dude, you
lord!
know what I'm saying? This dude got me off with a slap on the wrist when I should have been facing like 7 years in jail.
It was
Damn.
probably your first
Now I
offense.
apologize. What happened? No, it wasn't my first offense.
Oh, forget it. You're a mess. Listen,
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my first offense, but like, hey, you know what? They listen. You know what I'm saying? That was a good analogy. That was a great analogy because yo, you know what? I attest to that.
all right.
But
Well,
but you know,
either
back to
way,
yo, but yo, you know what the thing is too? It's like it's like yo, you know what? Like people our age that's in the dating scene, you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't want to brag about being toxic neither or being petty. Like yo, you know what? So you know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like stop, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
don't
just
think people
stop.
brag about it. I think they don't even recognize that in themselves, and
Because
that's part of the
because you know what?
problem.
Because you know what that became them. And you know what I'm saying? Like it became, you know what I'm saying? Like they
That's
did
who
it
they
too many
are.
times and it became their personality.
Right.
But
It's just like
you know what?
narcissistic liars.
But
They
you know
believe
what
their
though?
lies.
I mean I mean,
I think
you know,
I personally think
no,
I personally
look no
think
further than Washington D.C.
Right.
I personally think the dating pool is geared towards like women who really know what they want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have to
Hopefully, yes. And I mean, in our age group, yes. I
right.
would think so, that there's more of that because I feel like I too see like a lot of the things I'm seeing are younger women, I could like there's a difference between when younger women are talking about something where their focus goes with the relationship, whereas someone who is older and where that would go. But again, it also depends on the level of emotional maturity that person has, emotional intelligence, fucking just self awareness, and the ability to call yourself out on your shit, really, because we all
I
do
call
it.
myself out on my shit all the time, all
We
the
all
Yeah,
time.
do
Now,
something, you know.
now I
We
do.
all got our
Now
flaws.
I do.
what's
Not
wild too. What's wild about it too is that trying to find it's like trying to find needle in a haystack. It's like trying to find someone who is genuinely available
Hmm.
emotionally, you know what I'm saying? And finding
and
somebody who
sexually. I'm just playing.
oh
Just playing.
well
That too.
if
That too.
yeah, but I
All of
think I
that.
think I think it's just like just women. I don't know. I just think that it's sad that at this age it's so hard for some to
Nice.
get to where they want to be when it comes to relationships.
Yo,
Yeah.
at our
Yes.
age, is at our age, like yo, you know what? You like, all right, you know what? Let's just say I was single, right? I meet someone my age. You have to expect, you know what I'm saying, that they're carrying baggage and it's going to be some type of traumatic baggage because you know what, if they went through a divorce, that's traumatic. You know what I'm saying, regardless of what, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying, you have to have like that like you know what I'm saying, if you feeling that person, you know what I'm saying, like if you really feeling this person, whatever she throws out, you know what I'm saying, you have to be understandable and
Mm.
somewhat you got to be a buffer somehow. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
have to
I
be
mean,
a
of
buffer
course.
somehow. You know what I'm saying? But
Of
like yo, you know what? But yo, you know what? She also has to understand that yo, you went through some shit too. You know what I'm saying? There has to be an
well,
understanding here. You know what I'm saying? Give and take.
that's where that comes in. You know, the baggage. You wanna you wanna let open up the baggage, but you don't want to fucking completely unload it on someone. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
want to
absolutely, yo.
deal with
Little
what's
by
in your
little,
bag, yeah. And
little by
and
little.
but when you overwhelm someone by unloading completely, that can scare someone away. So
No, it does.
you have to really know what it is you're getting yourself into. And I
You
think
got you.
one of the biggest things too about a lot of relationships nowadays is that m- women. I'm not saying all women. Some women. How am I going to say this without getting yelled at?
Oh,
Nah, bro, just say it.
I'm listening
Just
real
say it.
hard right now.
Just say it. Hey, hey, yo, just say it. You know what I'm saying? Because like yo, you know what? You
Uncommunicated
speaking your truth.
uncommunicated expectations, right?
Right, right. Can't
So
have that.
right, you have to communicate your expectations in the relationship. If you go
Correct.
ahead and think that you can pussyfoot through this relationship
Mm.
without expressing what your wants and your needs are, it's not going to happen. Because if your partner doesn't know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what it is you're expecting in this relationship, it's never going to work. You
Right.
know what
And
I
another
mean?
thing too. And another thing too. Right?
What's that?
See one problem. You know what I'm saying? And there, yo, you know what? Like I truly believe it's 99.9% women do this shit.
Uh
Right?
oh,
Okay, let's hear it.
get him, TG.
Why? Why do you guys, you know what I'm saying, think we're mind readers? Like, yo, are we mutants? You think we're Professor X or
That's
something?
men do the same shit too.
You know what I'm saying?
Like people do that.
Like, like, yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be petty on this one, right? Today, I'll come upstairs, right? Um, after I was outside in the store, right? You know, you could have called and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're missing this, right? I'll come upstairs. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we need toilet paper. and the baby needs diapers. And I'm like, well, I thought you knew. Yo, I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? You could, you know what I'm saying? Like, you at the house. You know what I'm saying? You have more access than I did.
brother.
You know, like, I thought you knew. See, y'all gotta stop doing that, man. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Stop it.
goodness.
So
Stop it.
That's just
Expeditiously.
a
Stop it.
that is a lack of
Stop it.
communication. That's all that
Stop it. Because
is.
I'm not,
yeah.
yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Is my name Charles Xavier? Am I in a wheelchair? You know what I'm saying? Can I do this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
no,
you
I live more like,
cannot.
no, you know
So
what? I live more like Cyclops with the glasses on.
Right.
so peep game, yo.
No, I'm
Peep
just
this.
playing.
Peep this out. Peep this out.
But yo, you know, it's petty. You know what I'm saying? It's petty, man. But you know what? But you know how I resolved it? Because I just parked my car and parking. You know, TG, you know what North Bergen is like. The parking here is ridiculous, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But see, thank God, you know what I'm saying? I left 5 blocks away from Dollar General and I left 5 blocks away from, you know what I'm saying, ShopRite and everything else. Cause I walked you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? I'll just take a walk. I walked right
Right.
to Dollar General, you know what I'm saying? Got the thing, came back. You know what I'm saying? Problem solved.
Really,
But that's not the
really,
point though. You know what I'm saying? I'm out on the
yeah.
road, man. You know, come on, man. I was on the
Really
phone with you
quick.
too. That's what makes it worse. Damn it. That shit
Really
just
quick.
got me mad, yo. Just thinking about it, yo. No, I'm just
Really
playing, just
quick.
playing, just
God,
playing.
she
Really quick.
forgot.
Hold on.
Like, fuck. Why'd you do that shit?
So really
Yo,
quick, I want to say something real quick.
what's
Yeah.
up?
The chat room is popping, right?
Oh my.
So
Yeah,
what I want to know, if there's a brave soul out there in the chat room
Oh,
who would love to come up and say something about something and discuss whatever they want to discuss with us as far as it has to do with finding love after 40, let me know. I'll get you on
oh Jesus.
and
Can't be doing that. You're not
we'll
vetting
break it down.
people. What if we get some crazy up in here
It'll
talking?
yo,
get
yo,
let's get crazy.
it's yo,
You're
yo.
nuts.
But hold on, excuse me, Candace.
I
I was
can
on the
hardly
phone
handle
with
you
her.
too.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm gonna answer this real quick. I was on the phone with her. We were talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you know what? You're not gonna
I
cook today.
believe.
I got somebody. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go get this and whatever. I'm gonna bring it home. I'm gonna cook it. You know what I'm saying? Because you had a long day at work. Yes, I do cook. All right, I do. So, you know,
We
I'll
don't
go
need
upstairs.
reasoning
Yo,
though.
yo, you know what? I have a
Yeah.
problem making rice. You know what I'm saying? To this day, you know what I'm
Get
saying?
a vice
My rice be
cooker.
coming up. Yo, my rice be looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like plaster. Like you could literally plaster the wall and it, you know what I'm saying?
Ew.
Horrible.
That's
You
nasty
know?
rice, bro.
Horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like I could cook anything
Aguau.
else but
Why?
rice, yo. Yo,
Aguau.
That's a sin.
you know what? Listen, when it comes to rice, I'm handicapped on just to cook it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Anywho, anywho, you know, so I go upstairs and she's like, we need toilet paper. And the baby needs diapers. I was like, I was just outside on the phone with you. I was on the phone with you talking.
Right. And someone suggested that maybe you should have asked before you came home if there was anything
I
needed in the
did. That's
house.
the thing.
All
I said,
right.
yo, you
Well,
need
she
anything
had
else?
brain fart. What do you want? She's taking care of a
Yo, you know what?
baby.
You know
Dang.
what? First off, you
Oh,
know what I'm saying? First off, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying like this. Next time she does that, yo,
turn
because
that light
yo,
back on.
understand something. I'm the man of the house. I got mind control over her. She'll be like, shut the fuck up. I'll be quiet. But when she leaves, I'm talking again. Because yo, you gotta let this woman think they're in control when you're in
All right.
control.
All right.
That's mind control. That's how you got
Your
mind
shirt
control over
over.
somebody.
We've already talked
No,
about it. You're done. Throw him
I'm just
out.
playing.
He's
So
over. Get him
Yo,
out of here.
not, not, but
so hold up.
but you know what though? I handled that though. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, you
Yeah.
know what? I took the walk. You know what I'm saying? Like because yo, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like I do understand that my lady, you know what I'm saying, deals with a lot of bullshit at her
Just a
job.
baka.
You know what I'm saying? So like, why am I gonna add on to the extra bullshit at home?
Oh, oh, oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and yo, you know what? And it's true what they say. You know what I'm saying? Happy wife, happy life. It's true what they say because yo, you know what?
Happy
I realize,
spouse.
yo, you know what?
Happy spouse.
You know
It
what? I
shouldn't be.
realize
It
now.
shouldn't be just wife.
Yo, listen. All right, you know what? True. Happy spouse, happy house.
Okay.
means that she comes at her mouth. No, I'm just playing. Anyways,
Oh.
no, I'm just playing, just playing. See, I
Bro,
gotta take a
Wow.
joke out there.
she is watching.
Yo, you know what? I'm joking.
She
I'm
gonna be
joking.
right
But
now. She's
um,
like, wait till he comes
Oh,
upstairs.
oh, is that so?
yo,
Wait till
Oh,
he comes
yo,
upstairs.
yeah. Wait
hold
till I
on.
come
Let me get my
upstairs. You know what
pen.
I'm saying? Never mind. The backhand is the frying pan.
The frying pan is right.
Yo, the frying pan or whatever, right?
That's right.
So I handled that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you know what? Without the queen, the whole kingdom falls. I never understood that till I got older. Till I'm in it right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I allow myself to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't trying to be all chauvinistic or macho no more either. You know,
Right.
Right.
I
So
may joke around.
Right.
Yeah, I may joke around, but
Right.
like, yo, you know what? Upstairs is 50-50. You know what I'm saying? And what took me so long is because I was giving my daughter a bath, right? And you know what I'm saying? And she did not want to come out, and she starts yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? With her gibberish, and I'm like, excuse you. I was like, oh no, 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 no. You know what? You've been yelling at me all day today. I ain't gonna have that. You know? She
so
thinks she's the boss of me. She
She
is,
is the
but
I
boss
got I
lady.
got I got a, I got a question
yeah,
here.
she
So
is.
She is. She is the boss.
all right, what's
What's the
this right here?
question?
Wait.
Do you not change the baby or take a shit? Do you not know the items were needed? I mean, yeah. Did you
Yeah,
not notice you
yeah.
didn't have toilet
Well,
paper?
you know what?
I always
You know
notice
what?
that.
No, not all right.
Always.
You know what? Now here's the thing. Yo, here's the
Since
thing, right?
2020,
See,
I have had
see,
toilet paper insecurity.
yo, you know what? Nah, all jokes aside, right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
All
not
jokes aside,
joking.
no, 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 no. You know what? No, you know what? I'm trying to answer a question real quick. See, I'll admit, you know what I'm saying? I was outside, right? I was outside, you know, like I went outside to go get the food, and that's the only thing I started thinking about. It's like, all right, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I kind of figured out that, you know what I mean? Like we had to go get that, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, you know what? We have, you know what I'm saying? I could do that tomorrow.
Now look
You know
at
what I'm saying?
this.
Right,
Look
but
at
you
this.
can't be putting things off. So let's say you can't be
Nah, you're
50-50,
right.
it's
You're right.
100-100. That's not, that math
No,
ain't mathing. Okay?
no, hell no, 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 no. You know what? It has to be 50-50. You wanna know why? You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because yo, you know what?
But I
I
get what
can't
she's
do math
saying.
right. Yeah.
I
You know
don't
what?
think
You gotta
I
keep things
do
100.
because
Nah,
I
nah,
feel
nah.
like
You know what? I get it. You know what I'm
it
saying? It
is.
gotta be 100. It gotta be 100. Like you keep it 100, she keep it 100. You know, like
Well,
all the
that's
Yo,
way.
so
different
I understand that.
than,
Yo, good one, good one.
that's different keeping it 100 versus
So,
like
but
things being
but
50-50. We're over your story already. Okay? We get it. You don't obviously pay attention to having enough toilet paper for when you shit, which is a problem. And you need
well,
to
I'm with
look at
the
yourself in the
well.
mirror and
Excuse me.
remind yourself that you are
Excuse
the
me.
not for
You know
nothing,
what?
not for
Wait,
nothing.
wait. Hold on, hold
I
on.
use dude wipes.
Hold on. But hold on though.
yeah.
Hold on.
Like,
But
and
hold
I
on.
have that too. I have
Can I say
wipes
something in
too.
my defense? Can I say something in
No,
my defense? Yo,
no.
you know what? Due to my injury, I don't work, so I'm with the baby all day. I'm the housewife, actually. You know
Oh,
what I'm
well,
saying?
then
Like,
you should have known. Like that,
yeah,
That's even
making
worse,
a
right?
case for yourself.
hold
That's
on though.
even
You just
But
worse.
hold, but yo, you know what? I'm cleaning up after the baby. You know what I'm saying?
you just
I'm in
made it
pain
worse.
sometimes. Yo, you know what? I'm in pain sometimes because you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be like running around chasing this
Bro,
child.
you just dug your own fucking grave right now,
I don't
bro.
care though, bro.
You're
Yo,
home all
Yo,
fucking day.
your
You don't know the
story
baby's.
is moot. You're not allowed to even be upset for a
you know what?
second.
Yo,
Like that's.
listen, listen. You know what? Listen, you know what? At my age, you know what I'm saying, chasing a 2-year old
Oh, I don't want to
who
hear it.
like
I don't want to
who
hear it. There are
who
people older than
who
you
like
chasing 2 year
yo
olds, and
you
they
know what?
still get the
Yo,
toilet paper because you
bro, you
need
know
to
what?
wipe your ass.
My my back hurts, yo. Like, yo, you know what? It's gonna rain later. I feel that
That's
shit.
why they have like delivery and shit like that.
Yo,
Oh my
all right.
god,
How
I can't.
important? How
How important?
important? How important?
Yeah, I dug
Yeah,
myself a hole. I don't care. But I'm still gonna blame her anyways. You wanna know why? Because it's always her fault. You know what? Eve ate the apple. That's her, you know what I'm saying? It's
Oh
her
my
fault. You
god,
know what I'm saying? They
you're
don't have
crazy.
his piece, they have her piece. It's her fault.
Oh, herpes.
No.
I'm just playing. I'm
Anyways,
just playing. I'm
anyways,
just playing.
anyways.
Herpes.
How important?
Okay.
How? Yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
So
Go
hold on,
ahead,
hold
go
on.
ahead,
All
bro.
right. Take a deep breath. Hold on a second. Just hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Me,
All
me,
right.
me, 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 me.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
Me, 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 me,
How
me.
how important
Uh-huh.
is affection, compassion, and intimacy in a relationship that started as starting off building towards the ultimate goal, which is, you know, whatever the ultimate goal is that you have. But how important is the booty slaps? How important is the making out? How important is the sex? How important is all of that stuff combined? How do you look at that as how do you say
As a deal breaker,
how important no, not a deal breaker, but how important is it and how much of a
how much?
factor is it in a
How much of a?
relationship?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody's
Um,
different though, but for myself,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
Like,
everybody,
very
everybody is
important.
that's why I asked the question because everyone is different.
Right.
like,
It is very important for me. Affection, intimacy, being on the same page, sexually having chemistry, uh, being able to be content, being bored, all that stuff.
yo, you know what? At the end of the day, like with me, you know what I'm saying? It all
It's
evens
part of
out.
the
You know
relationship. It's
exactly,
part of it. Like I don't
exactly.
feel unless you're both asexual or something, like I don't think like a relationship can be a romantic and fulfilling relationship if there isn't
But
levels of intimacy.
how important is it to uh how is it to a person? How is it? Oh God, how is
Think it
it?
through.
Right, I'm trying to. How important is it, and how often should a person looking for love? How should a person go about making those kinds of adjustments to their life as far as sex, intimacy, and
See,
compassion is concerned over 40? Because
per-
sometimes things don't work for some women and some
um,
men.
But that's why,
Sometimes,
again, you have these conversations. And again, that's why
you
it's
know,
important to know these things. But there's remedies, right, for all things. If there's remedies for her and there's remedies for him, if that's what people need in the relationship. But intimacy isn't just sex. So,
right?
like, but I think in a romantic relationship, a committed relationship, you need intimacy. Like, because then you're with a roommate. That's a friendship.
Yeah,
So if you're in a real relationship, then there needs to be a real level of intimacy there. Or again, you're just friends.
you know
yeah,
what? Now see, see, now here's the thing, right? Like I have a problem, you know what I'm saying, with looking for love because like if you look for it, it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna find it. That shit just happens. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
But I mean, there are
from
people
experience,
out there intentionally
from,
dating,
from
and that's what we're talking about. And
right.
two,
oh, all right, all
are the
right, all right. You know what I'm saying? Because
people out there
I'm just speaking
intentionally dating. Okay, we're not talking
I'm speaking
about
from experience
you
though.
and your experience about you were one of those guys that wasn't looking for her and that happened. Okay, we get it.
Yeah, I got
It
lucky. I got
happens.
lucky. I got blessed.
It
I got
happens
blessed.
to
Hooray for
people.
me.
But that's not
Hooray.
literally like that's not everyone's story. There are more people out there who are trying to find someone than not for that intent. Like there that's why these dating apps exist or for people to find each other.
Yeah, you know what? Dating apps.
I think they need to do more like those speed dating events and shit like that. Like I feel like that should be a bigger market and a bigger thing because especially now, like it makes a difference when you meet someone in person, 100%. And when it's like it feels like a game like that way, and it's kind of like more chill. It's not like
Yeah, so
the
you sit there.
expectation is just get to know somebody real quick.
You got a minute. So what would I say? I would say Wu-Tang, and she says, "Who next?" That's
Because the
it.
response should be that Wu-Tang is forever. And that's how you know
That's how you
you're like,
know.
or
there we go.
or
You think
or
it's
or
on.
when you say Wu Tang, and she be like, ain't nothing to fuck with.
Ain't no effort
Uh,
or Wu-Tang is for the children.
Wu-Tang is for the
I
children.
mean, so
Ah.
those are people who get it. So yes, that's the whole thing. Like you usually get like 3 or 5 minutes to talk to somebody. And in that time, obviously you should be asking the shit that matters to you. Like obviously everybody does like, oh, so what do
You
you
did
do
this
for
before?
work? And
So let me ask
what
you.
are
Let
you
me ask you.
looking
Hold on.
for?
Wait,
Let me.
hold on. You did this before speed dating? Like seriously?
No, I've watched like speed
The
dating things. Like I watched that show
cream,
Cash. Oh yeah, that too.
cream.
Uh
Oh,
I watched the
that might be a
show.
red flag. Hold on, really quick. That might be a red flag there. Because if
What
I
if you're
say Wu
saying
Tang
cream?
and
Well,
you
you're
say
saying
cash rules everything around me, next. Like,
he's like, nah, wrong answer. It was like it was 3 options. You picked the wrong
you
one.
picked the
That's
wrong
it.
one.
That's it.
You know what? If you say Wu Tang and
Melissa,
she
my
starts saying,
bad.
hold on. If you say Wu Tang and she starts saying, well, about atomically, Socrates' philosophies and
Okay, no,
hypothesis,
nobody's
that's when
doing
you
that.
know.
That's a lot.
Yo,
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
you know what? If she starts spitting bars from Triumph, then you know. Then you know
I
you
mean,
gotta keep
yeah,
her, bro.
I guess if
You
you're
know what I'm
into
saying?
that scene still,
Then you know you gotta keep her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what? If she starts doing that,
oh my
I'm telling
god.
you, she got you know what? She got like girly shoes, and then she got some Timberlands on the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
So
Just in
I got a
case.
question. I got a question. Not a question. Yes, I guess it is a question for TG. So
Oh,
why is it? All right. So check this out. This is the difference between men and women. I think in some things, right?
oh boy.
So why is it when a group of guys get together, right?
Uh-huh.
Why?
And a group of dudes get together, we're chilling, we're hanging out, and I say, for instance, I say, yeah, I met this girl. You know, we're chilling. We're building something. The first thing that comes out of one of my boys' mouths is, "Yo, she pretty, yo, she bang, she got a nice ass. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?" But when you talk to women, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, "What does he do for a living?" Why is that?
Um, honestly, I think that's a societal thing. Like just a. I mean, I'm trying to think right now, like in my own experience, if anybody's been like, oh,
Damn.
usually it's like how old they are, how they met them. Yes, like they do this. They have kids or they don't have kids or they were married or they're not. Like shit like that. Yeah, you bring up just like the fucking pointers. That's what it is. And like you just said, men just go sexual. So that's fucking worse. Like you like I would prefer to know my friends like person and more about them than the way they look. I could give two shits what they look like because what matters is that they're attracted to them and they're happy with them. Like I shouldn't be attracted to your person. Me asking that is a fucking red flag. Okay, so you need to be looking at your boys
Yeah,
and
no,
be
but
like,
I'm saying, I mean,
why are you asking that?
they wouldn't ask me that because they'll sit there and they'll know. They'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna say that to Los because Corleone, my bad. I'm
But
not gonna say that,
still, it doesn't
but
Damn, yo,
like.
I'm just saying that.
But
But
there may be people who
Hey,
do, and
hold
that's
up.
kind of shitty.
You doxing yourself?
my
Yeah, he
bad.
docs. He's
Yo,
done.
you doxing
Nobody's
yourself,
gonna know
man?
what
Like, yo,
that now. See, you just point shit out. That's so stupid. Okay, women expect men to be providers, and men are visual creatures. I mean,
so
like
you
I
trying to say
said,
we're paying, huh?
societal wise, yes, this has always been a thing about the provider, but I think a man should care about what a woman does too. Like, if you're not asking her what she's doing, I mean, she could be having an OnlyFans for all you know.
She can
And then
have
what?
the little feet page, right? TG.
Right. Yeah, like a fetish page. Who knows? Apparently,
Dubs don't
feet is
believe in
a
that
big
stuff.
market. I heard about this. Like
Dubs don't believe in that stuff.
big market, but still, like, yeah, everybody's like, this is the thing. Again, people are different. People are looking for different things. We can't just assume that everybody out there, but from the consensus of what I'm seeing out here in PA anyway, is that, a lot of people are on their line. And that's fucked
But
up.
yo, you in Amish country though, bro.
No, there's no. I live near Harrisburg. Like
You in Amish
Lancaster
country.
County is Amish county more, even though
I
they're
heard,
sporadically all over the
I,
place. But
I heard you. I heard you were hanging out with Jebediah turning butter. Is
I was.
that true?
That boy
She was
can
turning
turn
butter.
butter so good.
Jebediah.
So
Chipita. That's one
so
of my favorite names.
yeah. So the thing is this. All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's put this out there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I think when you approach, like say for instance, you're on a dating app, right? And you're swiping. You're going through the profiles or whatever, and you come across someone who you recognize, right?
Oh boy. Yeah.
You come across somebody you recognize, and you realize that it was all right. So I'm gonna give you a situation. All right. So there was this dude who wasn't ready for a relationship, right? He wasn't ready to, and Dubs knows who he is, and I'm not gonna put his name out there. We talked about this a couple of days ago. He wasn't ready for a relationship when he met this woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
He met this chick, wasn't ready at that time for a relationship. All right. He's, what is he, like 40, 43, 44 now, Dubs?
Like, I
Whatever.
think he's like 45 around.
Yeah, whatever it is. He wasn't
Irrelevant.
ready. He wasn't ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm saying.
irrelevant. That's irrelevant. But the fact that we're doing a after 40 thing, he's over 40.
Yes. Well, we get it. He wasn't ready for a relationship. And what happened?
He wasn't ready for a relationship. He meets this girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're hitting it on cylinders. There's a couple of cylinders that are being hit, you know what I'm saying? And they're getting along, everything is cool. But then he fades it out because he's not ready. You know what I mean? He wasn't prepared for what was, what he really wanted a relationship, but he wasn't prepared because he had just gotten out of something that was long term.
Right.
So he wasn't ready for it. So he tells us that he's swiping on this app and he sees that chick again. This time he's ready, right?
Okay.
This time he's prepared to be in a committed relationship. Like he's emotionally ready.
Right.
He's physically, like everything. He's ready to go. So he swipes on this chick's picture, right? And he says that she replied to him. And now they're talking and shit, right? So he's why is my shit blurry, yo? What the fuck? I paid my Wi-Fi bill.
Clean your house.
So
Clean the studio.
the thing is that he comes across this because they didn't get to see each other face to face the first time. It was just conversations through text, calls, whatever it is. So he told me that he finally got to meet her face to face. It was for a short amount of time, but he got to see her, and he said he hugged her, and he just instantly felt like it was like we stopped talking. We didn't speak to each other for a few years. I find you again. I'm hugging you. It feels right. And he said he didn't want to let her go. It was just something about that hug and how things perspired between the not perspired. That's the wrong word. Um,
Perspired. Yes.
yeah,
Sweat.
whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, sweat.
Yes. Sweat.
The way
Inspired.
they, right, the way things went down, he just felt like it was right. It felt right at that moment in time.
Okay.
So he asked me. He says, "What do you think I should say to her? What do you think I should do? What do you think I should?" I told him, "Follow your heart, bro.
Nice.
Follow your heart. Why is my shit blurry? Follow your heart and don't ever, ever hide what it is you're feeling, what it is you're thinking. Express yourself properly.
Right.
Tell, be honest, be straightforward. Because if you can't do that, it's not going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the moral of the story is for everyone out there who's finding love after 40, um, it's not a lost cause
Right.
because love after 40 can happen.
Yep.
And the thing
Yeah,
about
it
it
can.
is, it is a new beginning. But you have to understand that when you get involved with someone at this age, they don't come with a clean slate.
Right.
You know, you have to build with that person through their experiences,
Mm.
through your experiences. And despite the fact that your heart was broken at one point, despite the fact that you've suffered through things in your life, there is someone out there that can bring you in, hold you, and show you that there is love out there, that there is a person out there for everyone. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes
Lots of
patience.
patience and understanding.
It takes patience. It takes time.
Mhm.
And it takes honesty, loyalty, love, compassion, empathy. But when you find that
Communication.
communication and transparency, all that is key, So don't ever think that because you're at an age that, the ganas are coming in, you know what I'm saying? And, you're old. You're not old. You're
Yeah.
not, you're just getting
Just
better
honestly.
at
It's
better
not
at life.
over. It's not
It's not
over because
over.
you're 40 in your
It's not
40s.
it's not over. So it's not a lost cause. It's definitely a new beginning, a new lease on life when you find love at this age. Because you know what? You don't want to fucking be 40, 50, 60 years old going to the club.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm
God, please
saying?
don't.
You don't want to go to
Bam.
the club. You know these youngins out there, they're not going to be wanting to fuck around with you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be looking at
I,
your pocket. They're going to be looking at, especially for dudes going to clubs and bars with all these young kids.
Oh my
What do you
God.
think they're thinking? You're in the corner drinking your unk drink in
Your
your
Uncle drink.
Air Force Ones, the dad shoe now they call it.
yo,
You know what I'm saying?
yo,
I
and,
mean,
and yo, and yo,
how do
and you
you
know what?
think?
And then and then
That's
the niggas
true.
got the nerve to be like, yeah, where the hoes at? And nigga, your daughter in the club too.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how does that even make sense?
It's so
I
You
weird.
know
mean,
what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not. Look, I'm not saying don't go out and have a good time. Don't go to the club though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need to go to the club, man. At this a point in your life, at this stage of your life, find yourself somebody who's gonna love you for who you are.
Yeah.
Because find somebody who's gonna be honest with you. Find somebody who's gonna
Yeah.
definitely communicate with you. If you really want to find love, it's out there. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find it at the club. That's for goddamn sure. You might find it on an app. Who knows? But
Yeah.
yo, you're missing the
love
most important thing though.
what?
If you really want to find love, you gotta look in the mirror first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because once you start loving a person in the mirror, everything else starts to change. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Right,
saying?
right, yeah, of
Because
course.
cause, cause, cause like, cause, cause like, yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I learned. Like I had to look in the mirror and love myself even for the flaws and all. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like, so like, what I'm saying, like you got to look at, what I'm saying, you got to look at the mirror first. You know what I'm saying, and start loving you. And the flaws that you think is too much, you got to start working on that part. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
flaws are
but
always going to be there.
the flaws that you think
It's
are too much might not be too much to somebody else.
Correct.
absolutely. But you know what? Your flaws are always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Just accept it for what it is because you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I
Right.
am the closest thing to perfection, but I mean, that that goes without saying here.
You gotta love.
And I'm
Look,
just playing, just playing.
I'll be honest with you. I I love some of me.
Oh yeah.
I
We all
love.
love some of you. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love some of me. You know what I'm saying? But
Damn, you ain't got to say it like that. Holy shit. Like, what?
He's like,
Porque why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here choking on my little vape smoke. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man.
Yo, so
but
it's all right. So hold on, real quick. Let's go around the room.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And what would be what would be a piece of advice you would give yourself at 20 years old, knowing what it is you've experienced in life? What would you tell yourself if you had to go back in time and say something? What would be that message? I'm gonna start with Dubs first.
stay off the drugs. Stay off the liquor. They're not your friend. You know what I'm saying? And whatever, and you're running away from something, you better handle that shit now. Because if you don't handle it now, you know what I mean? When it, like, the more you let it fester, the more it's going to become a bigger problem. It's going to affect you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's going to affect you in every which way. So handle that. Oh, and by the way, love yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, drinking away the pain and, you know what I'm saying, smoking away the pain and God knows what else you're doing because I know what I did, but I ain't going to put it out there like that. Well, sniffing away the pain, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're running from pain that's eventually going to catch up. And when it catch up, it's going to hit, it's going to feel like a Mike Tyson punch out. So
Right,
handle that, you know,
right, right,
because and then I'll tell myself because I love you, flaws and all. You know what I'm saying? Unconditional.
right,
We all make mistakes, man. Stop beating yourself up.
right. TG, what about you? What would you tell your 20-year-old self?
Just fuck him and go. That's what I should have done. Just fucked him and left. But that's not what happened.
I knew it was gonna be some. I knew it was gonna be some, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was expecting it
Did you
too. I'm,
just
I'm,
say
I'm,
fuck
I'm
them and
like, yo,
go? Fuck?
yo,
That
come on, man.
Um,
Yo, can we be serious for once? My
I am being
goodness.
she
serious.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
Stop
That's the
like
thing.
My
She's being
God,
serious.
my
That's the thing.
God.
I should have like had fun in my 20s. I should have enjoyed myself. I should have worked on myself and
Yeah, but yo,
told
too
myself
much of
that
the
I was
fun.
worthy and that, just because I'm fat doesn't mean I can't be loved. So there are things, little things like that that I would have said to myself, like, yes, I think that I learned to have a partner to take care of me. That's what I was shown and that's what I was taught. So, yes, my message to myself would have been like, just fuck him and go. Like, you don't need to stay because someone's giving you that attention, affection, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right, right. Yeah.
there could have, I think we get into relationships when we're young for the wrong reasons. And, and it is what it is. But, I wish I could have enjoyed my 20s more than I was able to.
Right.
Because
No,
I was in
yeah.
a relationship for 10 years, not like you guys. And so it was different. And I think I didn't get to experienced my
Experience.
20s, so I did it in my 30s. And
Uh,
I don't regret that actually because I think I have more fun in my 30s, but that really was 20-year-old behavior in my
right.
30s. So, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, hold
Okay.
on, real quick. You know what I'm saying? To add on to that, like one more thing, right?
No, you're not
Um,
allowed. You said what you had
no,
to
I'm gonna
say.
say it.
The
No, I'm
vote
gonna say
is
it
now
anyways because
closed.
yo, you know what? Because yo, you know what? That reminded me of something, right? One more thing. Um,
One more
knowing
thing,
when
bro.
to let knowing when to let go. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was in my 20s, I was still trying to hold on to a time that was no longer there. Like I had two kids, you
Mm,
know what I'm saying, right after, and I'm still trying to
right,
hold on to a time that does not exist no more.
right.
You know, like you know, like you know what, like I was like 20 years ago, I was 27. Do the math, right?
Yeah,
27 still wilding, like you know what I'm saying, like I'm 21. But times have changed and I didn't change. So I was
right.
still doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, hoping for different results when it was actually the same results. You know,
Yeah.
so
We're not analyzing your 20s. You're just
holding
giving
on.
yourself some shit
Right. You're
to
just giving
say.
yourself some
Now
advice,
Hold
you're
on,
bro.
going
just
you're no, you're
no,
done. You're
no,
done.
I'm not done. No, I'm not done.
It's
Yo, you know
time
what?
for Big
It's holding. It's
Corleone to
holding
tell us,
on, yo. It's holding on. You know what I'm saying? You
no,
can't hold
let
on, yo.
go.
Yo, you
That's
know what?
right. You should
All
have
right.
let
That's
go
right.
and you didn't let
I
go.
should have let go.
Move
I should have
on.
let go. I could. You know what I'm saying? And yo, you know what? Get some icy hot because you know what I'm saying for the knees
Icy
because
hot.
teabagging. You know what I'm saying? Wears on the knees. I just,
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy. Boyaka, son.
All right.
Lord have
All right.
mercy.
All right. So what I would tell my 20-year-old self,
Yeah.
first off, for all of us here, all us Gen X's, we were born and raised in the era of legend. The shit that we've been through, the shit that we done, the shit that we done did
Mm,
is legendary. You know what I'm saying? None of these kids nowadays can compare to what it is we're dealing with and what it is we've done. So with that
Oh,
being
without a
said,
doubt.
you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I would tell myself that don't give up on anything you want to do with your life. Set goals, work towards those goals, and don't ever be afraid to fail forward.
mm.
My 20-year-old self will look at me and say, "What the fuck does that mean, bro?"
Ah,
And
right.
I would say to him, if you fail, that is not the end.
Hmm.
Fail forward means take what you learn from that failure, apply it, and try again. Don't give
Right.
up on your dreams. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on family. Don't give up on anything that you've worked hard towards. Someone is going to love you, bro.
And that's right.
You know, someone is going to love you. Once you love yourself enough that you're spewing out fucking love, someone is going to say, I want that shit.
Right.
And they're going to love you. So don't give up on that.
Okay.
So that's what I would tell my 20-year-old self. And yeah,
Nice. It is nice.
that's a good one.
Very
That's a good
nice.
one. That's
It's
a good
Laka
one.
not.
laka laka.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
has spoken. He
So
has spoken.
so now with that being said,
Happy so.
with that being said, um it is time. It
It's
is
that
Wait,
time.
time.
hold
What?
on, hold on. Um, you said Gen X stuff, right? I just want to point out that there's no more mischief night or devil's night. We talked about that. Remember we talked about that? You
Yeah.
know, I'm like, yo, you know what? That tradition is dead.
I don't
You
know.
know,
I
like
think they still do it in some places.
not around here.
Oh,
Not around here. Like you know what? It's dead because like these kids are not outside, you know what I'm saying, not outside enough to begin with. I remember, I could recall literally going to Quick Check on second and Washington when it was there, buying eggs and bringing it to the roof and leaving it there for like a month and a half to be
Ew,
rotten, right? And every October 29th, I went to
that's
the roof and picked up
diabolical.
them eggs, right?
Yeah.
And I left it there, you know what I mean? And I carried it with me in my
Ew,
Jansport when it was the shit,
ew.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like either getting a mask, you know what I'm saying, or painting my face black, right? Walking around with a hoodie and the dingiest clothes because you know you're just gonna get hit and you're gonna be hitting back.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Going to the prank store, getting some itching powder, you know what I'm saying, with some socks. Like, you know what? Some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people, I ain't gonna name no names, but they were diabolical. They had the D batteries to put them in the socks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were diabolical with it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
we did all
But
that, you know what I mean? And
but
like we were egging people and all that stuff, and that was dead.
yeah.
Dead.
That's
Done.
that's because our generation was the last generation before the internet.
yep,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we know what it's like. Bro, we were born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, and rocked out in the fucking 90s, bro. Like I said, legendary shit, bro.
Yo, like
So
like
with
like yo,
that,
you know what?
so yeah, so
We been through a lot.
yeah,
Been
yeah,
through a lot. We've seen a lot.
yeah.
yep, yep.
So so I did really quick, really quick. I did an ancestry
Oh
DNS
yeah, you the DNA thing.
DNA
DNA.
It
DNA
came
thing.
back already.
Yeah,
DNA.
it came back already, and I'm going to tell you some strange shit.
Oh,
I have Irish in my blood.
interesting.
I
You're a
have
McAsshole.
yeah. I have I have I have some Jewish in my blood.
Oh wow,
Oh, word?
Canadian, yeah, Canadian.
How's that a boot?
Canadian.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it's really interesting. So anyway, so all that being said, my parting, it's we're over, we're done, we're good. Um, my parting words for the night.
Mm,
One more time. Go out there and find yourself somebody. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself first.
true.
Find yourself
Boom.
someone who's gonna add to your life in a
Boom.
positive way. You know what I mean?
And
And
not
live your
Magic
life.
Johnson positive.
Not Magic
Oh
Johnson
my
Not
god.
positive,
Magic.
yeah.
Not Magic Johnson positive, but positive enough.
But someone who's gonna
Yeah.
come into your life and add value. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's gonna come into your life, look at you and say, "Motherfucker, I love you."
Right.
Motherfucker, I love you, and I know you love it
Mm,
because I love some of me. You know what I'm saying? And I think I deserve, someone to look me right dead in my fucking eye and say, you know what? I love you.
that's right.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I
sound like
mean?
Brother Love. Remember Brother Love from WWE,
Yeah,
WWF?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I love you.
yeah.
Remember him?
I thought he was gonna say something slick like Brokeback Mountain or some shit.
Nah. Why would I say that? Is that what you think of me? Like I'm some type of
Oh
jerk?
wow. Oh wow.
My feelings are hurt. I think you
Dark.
should apologize expeditiously.
This is dark.
You know what I
My
mean? So
feelings are hurt.
anyway,
No, my feelings are hurt. I
no,
apologize.
no, I will not
Thank you.
apologize. Anyway.
Too late to apologize. Too late.
Uh,
Yeah, I want to listen to that song when we're done.
all right. So I'm Big Corleone. That's TG Love. That's Dubs of Dawn, aka Simon Phoenix. This has been another episode of the This Might Hurt podcast. Tune in next week for another episode where we're gonna wild out and do some ill shit. Probably, most likely, we'll see what happens. We don't know, but we'll see. Once again,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us in the chat room.
Yeah.
Get brave. Come on the show. Let's talk shit. I know. I know you saying yeah, but I just got to let the fans, you know, how it is. Anyway, once again, at some point,
This
this
my
might hurt.
I was
hurt.
trying to say it in Spanish, man, but my Spanish messed up this morning. All right.
Oh,
Eso,
that would have
eso
been.
duele.
That would have been. Eso duele.
La verdad duele. La verdad duele.
Oh shit!
Right? That's how you say it? La verdad duele or something like that. I mean, my, yo,
No.
I'm trying.
No.
My Spanish messed up, man.
Esto,
Oh.
Esto.
esto
Esto puede
You can't even say it.
doler.
Duele.
Esto puede doler.
Esto.
Ah.
Ah, shit is a Bad Bunny
Yo,
song.
yo,
Esto puede.
you know what?
Esto puede.
The only thing I know in Spanish is one like my father used to curse at me in Spanish. Like I could say, well, ay
No,
carajo,
that's
¿qué
a
tú haces? Tú
You
bebes
know what I'm
Budweiser,
saying?
este mariconcito.
Oh shit! You know.
oh my god.
All
Yo,
right.
man, like,
All right. At some point, this might hurt people.
Yes.
We love you.
yeah,
Thanks
man.
for stopping by.
Hey, yo, power to the people, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good night. Good night.
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 Good
Later.
night.